Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into something truly powerful, something that has the potential to change your life completely. It's a secret to inner peace, to being able to handle any person or situation without losing your cool, without letting anger or frustration take over. That secret comes from Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that holds timeless lessons, helping you stay calm and unaffected no matter what happens around you. We all face moments in life when we get irritated, angry, or upset by the behavior of others. Whether it's a rude comment from a colleague, an inconsiderate action from a friend, or a frustrating situation on the road, anger seems like the easiest reaction, right? It feels like it's beyond our control. But what if I told you that it's not the world around you that's causing your anger, but your reaction to it? What if I told you that you can train yourself to never get angry, to never let others bother you no matter what? This might sound impossible, but it's not. It's a skill that can be developed. And the Stoics, ancient philosophers who lived more than 2,000 years ago, mastered it. Their teachings hold the key to emotional freedom, freedom from anger, frustration, and the need for external validation. So, how did they do it? How did they remain calm, collected, and unshaken by the chaos around them? Let's break it down. 1. Focus on what you can control. The first key principle of Stoicism is recognizing that you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. Imagine being stuck in traffic, surrounded by cars honking and people rushing. Most people would feel their blood pressure rising, but the Stoics would ask, what part of this situation is in my control? The answer? Nothing. The traffic isn't your fault. The behavior of other drivers isn't your fault. But how you respond is 100% under your control. You can choose to let it frustrate you, or you can choose to remain calm, understanding that this moment doesn't have to dictate your emotions. 2. Understand the nature of people. The Stoics taught that everyone is acting according to their own nature, and the way people behave often has nothing to do with you. They are not intentionally trying to hurt you. When someone cuts you off in traffic or says something rude, their behavior is a reflection of their own mindset, struggles, or insecurities. It's not a personal attack. The key to Stoic calm is understanding that people's actions are a product of their own experiences. They might be acting out of anger, frustration, or ignorance, but it's not about you. When you recognize this, it's easier to detach from their behavior and not take it personally. Their actions are theirs to own, not yours to internalize. 3. Change your perspective. The view from above. One of the most powerful tools in Stoic practice is called the view from above. This involves mentally stepping back and seeing your life from a larger perspective. Imagine looking at the situation from the sky. Everything that's causing you stress or anger becomes tiny and insignificant. If someone cuts in front of you in line, it seems huge in the moment. But when you look at it from the view from above, it's just a tiny event in the grand story of your life. In the grand scheme of things, does this moment really matter? Is it worth giving your peace of mind to something so small? The answer from a Stoic perspective is almost always no. 4. Reframe your thinking. Anger is a choice. Stoicism teaches that anger is not something that happens to you, it is a choice. It's an emotional reaction that you choose to adopt based on how you interpret an event. When you feel anger rising, you have the power to pause, take a breath, and reframe the situation. Let's say someone cuts in front of you in line. The first instinct might be to get angry, but take a moment to reframe that thought. Instead of seeing it as an attack, consider that maybe they are in a hurry, maybe they didn't see you, or maybe they're just not aware of how their actions affect others. By changing the way you view the situation, you can let go of anger and maintain your calm. 5. Practice empathy and compassion. Stoicism encourages us to see the world through others' eyes. Instead of becoming frustrated with someone's behavior, try to understand them. What might they be going through? Maybe they're having a tough day, dealing with personal issues, or just caught in a moment of stress. Everyone is fighting their own battle. When you practice empathy, it becomes much harder to get angry at someone. Instead, you might find yourself feeling compassion for them, realizing that their actions are a result of their own struggles, not an attack on you. 6. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining peace of mind. When you feel anger creeping in, take a moment to think about what you're grateful for. What's going well in your life? What's going right in this moment? Focusing on gratitude shifts your mindset from frustration to appreciation, helping you remain centered. 7. Embrace the impermanence of everything. The Stoics also reminded us that everything in life is temporary: our anger, our frustrations, even our joys. Nothing lasts forever. So, when you feel yourself getting upset, remind yourself that this moment will pass. It's just a fleeting event in the grand scheme of life. This perspective helps you detach from temporary emotions and gives you the space to respond calmly. The power of practice. The Stoics didn't believe that emotional control happens overnight. It's something you practice every day. You'll likely face situations that challenge your calmness, but with time and practice, you'll start to build resilience. The more you practice these Stoic principles, the easier it becomes to stay calm and unbothered by others. 8. Be prepared for suffering and challenges. One of the core Stoic principles is accepting suffering as a natural part of life. Often we resist pain or difficulty and try to avoid them at all costs. But Stoicism teaches us to embrace hardship. Life is not always smooth, and challenges will inevitably arise. Instead of becoming frustrated or angry when faced with difficulties, we can approach them with a different mindset. Rather than resisting pain or discomfort, we can say to ourselves, "This is part of life and I can learn from it and face it with courage." 9. Think of the consequences before reacting. One of the most powerful tools in maintaining your calm is thinking about the consequences before reacting. When someone annoys you or behaves in a way you dislike, instead of responding in anger, take a moment. Consider the outcomes. What will happen if you get angry or react impulsively? How will you feel afterward? Will it change anything in the situation? In most cases, anger only escalates the issue. But when you pause and think, you realize that a calm response or even no response at all is the best option for your peace of mind. 10. Adopt the principle. No one can bother you unless you allow them. One of the greatest principles to adopt is the realization that no one can truly disturb your peace unless you allow them. This is a powerful concept in Stoic philosophy. Think about it. When someone says something rude or behaves in a way that irritates you, it's often because you're giving them the power to influence your emotions. When you stop allowing others to control how you feel, you regain your personal strength and emotional independence. You realize that you are in control of your reactions, and therefore you can choose to stay calm, no matter how others act. 11. Remember that everything is temporary. Another important Stoic idea is the recognition that everything is temporary, including the feelings of anger and frustration. Whether it's a difficult situation, an annoying person, or a tough day, it will pass. Nothing lasts forever. Feelings of anger and frustration are fleeting, just like the events that cause them. When you remind yourself of the temporary nature of everything, it becomes easier to detach and not allow these moments to control you. The Stoics remind us that we should not let transient moments rob us of our inner peace. 12th. Practice reflection and self-awareness. Self-reflection is a key practice in Stoicism. By regularly taking time to reflect on your thoughts, reactions, and emotions, you can begin to notice patterns in how you respond to external events. Do you tend to get angry easily? Are there certain triggers that cause frustration? Awareness is the first step in changing behavior. By practicing self-reflection, you can recognize when you're about to react emotionally and pause before responding. This gives you the opportunity to choose a more measured Stoic response instead. 13. Cultivate emotional resilience. The Stoics believed that emotional resilience is like a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes. By consistently applying Stoic principles in your daily life, you build resilience to life's ups and downs. You'll find that the more you focus on what you can control, reframe negative thoughts, and maintain a calm perspective, the easier it becomes to stay unshaken by challenges. Emotional resilience allows you to face any storm with calmness and poise. 14. View anger as a waste of energy. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, often wrote about how anger is a waste of energy. It serves no productive purpose and only harms us emotionally and physically. Think about it. When you get angry, it drains your energy and causes unnecessary stress. It doesn't help solve the problem or improve the situation. Anger disturbs your peace of mind, and the Stoics believed that we should avoid it at all costs. By letting go of anger, you preserve your energy and focus it on things that truly matter. 15th, practice gratitude and focus on the positive. Gratitude is another powerful Stoic practice that helps you maintain emotional balance. When you focus on what you're grateful for, it shifts your mindset from negativity to positivity. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong or what's bothering you, focus on what's going well in your life. It could be as simple as appreciating the beauty of nature, the love of family and friends, or the fact that you have the opportunity to grow and improve every day. Gratitude helps you detach from negative emotions and appreciate the good things in life, making it harder for anger or frustration to take hold. 16. Commit to self-improvement. The Stoics didn't believe in perfection, but they did believe in constant self-improvement. The goal isn't to never get angry or bothered. That's unrealistic. The goal is to continually strive to be better, to respond with wisdom, patience, and emotional control. By committing to self-improvement, you accept that growth is a lifelong process. Every time you manage to stay calm instead of reacting with anger, you're becoming a little more stoic. Over time, these small victories accumulate, and you find yourself more and more at peace with yourself and the world around you. Conclusion: the path to peace. So, how do you never get angry or bothered by anyone? The answer lies in Stoic philosophy. By focusing on what you can control, understanding that others' actions are not about you, practicing empathy, reflecting on your reactions, and adopting a mindset of gratitude and resilience, you can achieve a state of inner peace that is impervious to the external world. It won't happen overnight, but with time, patience, and practice, you'll become someone who faces the challenges of life with calmness, clarity, and strength. Remember, peace of mind isn't something you find outside of yourself. It's something you cultivate from within. The more you practice Stoic principles, the easier it becomes to maintain that peace, no matter what life throws at you. Thank you for watching, and I hope these Stoic teachings help you on your journey to becoming a calmer, stronger, and more resilient person. Stay at peace and keep growing.